Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dianaperalta, in case you didn't know. In today's video I'm going to be talking about how I edit my Instagram photos. A lot of people ask me how I edit them, so I decided why not make a video on it and explain everything that I use. So for my pictures I usually use my phone. I mostly use my phone. Or I use my Canon G7X Mark II, or I use my Canon Rebel 3Ti or T3i. Don't quote me on that. I think it's one of those. I don't have a specific theme. I'm always changing my themes constantly, but for this one I really want to stick to it. Okay, let's get started into the video. Is it this side? No. Is it this side? Maybe. I don't know. Fun fact, this is my third time recording this video. The two main apps that I use are Facetune and Fusco. So I use Facetune to whiten out the background. So for example, in this picture that you will be seeing right here, somewhere here, I am going to use a Whiten, and for this one I whiten the background. I'm not going to make it as perfect as I do in my Instagram photos because then this video is going to take forever. Okay, so I usually do this 1 or 2 times. For this one particularly, I'm going to use it 2 times because I want the background to be super white. So now that it's white, I'm gonna click the button check, and I'm gonna hit the white button again to make it even whiter. So I do that process again. That's not perfect, but you get the point. That's how it is. So this is the before and that's the after. Well, not the exactly original picture, but I'll show you right now the original picture. So I put check mark. Okay, this is the before and that's the after. Okay, so then on Facetune I use the detailed one too. For that I usually use it for the dresses, for my clothes, for my eyes. If I want my eyes to pop out, that's what I use it for, and it's amazing. That thingy. So you see before, after, check. Before, after. Okay, so after this app I go to Fusco. I'm not gonna use this exact photo for Fusco. I'm gonna be teaching you with some other photos. So we go to Fusco, teaching you how to do that one. So now this one right here, you can see it right here. It's really weird doing it without not being here. Okay, for this one I'm not going to use an effect because I don't want it to mess with the original picture, so I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to go to the 2 bars at the bottom. So I usually play with the exposure here if I want it lighter, or if I want it darker. In this case, since my Instagram is very light toned, I'm going to use the positive side instead of the negative side. So for this one I'm going to go with a 1. 1.0. I also usually like to stay in the 1.5, 1, the 0.5, 2.5, 3.5, 3 to get the point. Okay, so then I go to contrast, and contrast is usually making it fadey or like really detailed. Not detailed, but you know. So I'm gonna use a 1 there. There you go. Now I'm gonna use sharpen, and for this I usually zoom into my face, and I see how detailed I want my face to be. So for this I'm gonna use a 2. And as you can see, the background is very like vintagey, but I'm gonna crop that. So I'm gonna go from there to there. See? A bit more. Perfect. So then I go to saturation, and saturation is if you want the vibrancy of the colors to pop out. Like for example, the dress here, you see how it's popping up. Let's see, I don't really want that right now, so I'll do a 0.5. Then I go to highlight. I don't want highlight in this picture. Oh, also gonna have like a little definition definition of what all these mean. All these tools mean, like exposure, contrast, sharpen, clarity, saturation, all those mean. So you can have like an easier way of doing this. So then I go to temperature, and I want it more on the sunny side, so I'm gonna do 0.5. Then that's how I want it. So you see the before and the after, before and the after. Save, and I would post that on Instagram. I'm gonna be teaching you now how to edit a selfie. So for that I don't use a an effect. I usually go straight to the two bars at the bottom. For exposure, since it's light already, I'm gonna want it darker, so I'm gonna use a 1.5. Before after. Then contrast, I'm gonna want it a 0.5. 1.5. So maybe even 2. Okay, so then I want to go to sharpen. I don't want people looking at my blemishes. And I go to saturation. A 0.5 is good, I think. Then I go to temperature, and I think I want a 0.5 too. Yeah, that's super nice. Okay, so that's how I leave my picture. Save. Now I go to a normal picture that I'm gonna show you guys how I edit. So this is a picture of my thighs and my foot and my Christmas tree that I never posted. So for this one, I do use an effect. I use, well, not an effect, a filter. Oh my gosh, a filter. So for this one, I'm gonna use A6. A6 is the best for me. So I'm gonna use that one, and I normally don't play around with this. I usually leave it at 12. Okay, now I go to the 2 bars at the bottom. I go to exposure. It's too light if I use this side, so I'm gonna use the darker side. I'm gonna use a 1. Perfect. Okay, then I go to contrast. I'll use a 1 too. That's nice. That's nice. Sharpen. How sharpened do I want this picture? I'll use a 2.5. That's nice. Okay, then I go to saturation. I'll use a 1. Oh no, 1. Highlights. I'll use a 4. No, oh my gosh, 4.5. Okay. Temperature. Theme is more on the sunny side, so I'm gonna use a 1. Perfect. And it's saved. Oh, I didn't show you the. Oh, I did. I think I did. Original, edited. Original, edited. Save. Okay, so that's how I edit my Instagram photos. But I have one more thing to show you. This app called Dianam. I recently discovered it and it's amazing. Since I'm like an Instagram addict, I love this app. This app, you can move the pictures in the order you want your theme to look. So for example, I'm gonna be posting these photos, but as I want it. So I basically organized my Instagram. This was how I edit my photos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys really learned something from it. That was my goal. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and all the good stuff. So till next time, guys. Peace.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time you move.